Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpachah, shalom wa ahaba. Peace and love, family, peace and love. I want to say shalom to the whole house of Yasharel, all 12 tribes scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wherever we've been driven to the lands of our captivity. I also want to say shalom to the sojourners, the Gentiles, and the foreigners, and all those who give thanks, honor, and praises to the Elohim, or God, the Bible, and His only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom many of you refer to as Christ. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, today we are in the midst over here in these divided states of wickedness, so-called these United States of America. And we are in the midst of the Democratic National Convention. And one thing that this Trump era, from 2015 to the current day, and if former President Trump wins in November 5th, up until, the next 4 years, it's going to be considered the Trump era in history. And one thing the Trump era has confirmed for me, because I always knew, that these people had some kind of stronghold or spell over my people. But it has been confirmed to me that this relationship that our people have with the Democrat or so-called Democratic Party is deeper than people just being ignorant to the actual policies and ignorant to the politics of this nation. It's deeper than that. You understand that, Mr. Picard? There's some kind of spiritual stronghold that these people got over our people. You know what I'm saying? And you can really see it with the way that when our people realize and recognize that 30 or 40% of our people that are not plugged into the matrix are beginning to move away from supporting this Democrat Party and voting blue no matter who, how the reaction is so dramatic and drastic from just having different political views. And then the fact that they literally got our people out here calling and confronting their family members with this level of concern, like, yo, somebody in the family told me you was thinking about considering voting for Trump, and them feeling like they need some kind of explanation or something, Miss Picard. And I believe it starts in the education system and then it goes well into the colleges. And I know it's a lot has to do with these so-called Divine Nine, these sororities and fraternities, that the bulk and the majority of our people who are so-called leaders in our community, in our churches and in politics and in every major position in the black community, they seem to be members of these fraternities and sororities. And I believe that witchcraft and that spell that these democrats are working on our people is being filtered and administered through these organizations and through the people that represent these organizations, Ms. Picard. And tonight, at the Democratic National Convention, they're going to have Barack Obama, who is one of the largest spellcasters on our people. And I feel like is pretty much one of the major enemies of our people, because he's an enemy that they can't see. He's an enemy that looks like them, but he is not like us. You understand that, Ms. Picard? And everything about that guy is bad for black people, but yet they idolize him. And he will be there tonight to move his magic wand of wickedness all over our people and articulate all kinds of nonsense that's just going to hypnotize them to go out there and shoot themselves in the foot politically, Mr. Picard. It's way deeper than just ignorance. These people are spiritually under a spell. And when you look at the truth of the Democratic Party, which is what I want to take the time today to share with you, and when you know the so-called black community, when you grow and you're intimate with it, when you are a part of it, you know the core values that our people hold. And you know that majority of the stuff that the Democratic Party is talking about, our people don't even support or condone. But yet when you point these things out to them, it's like it hits some kind of malfunction and just goes right over their head or something, Mr. Picard, because they are so tied to this Democratic Party, and it is weird. You know what I'm saying? And then that same party will come and try to call you weird for having a mind of your own and thinking for yourself. But let's talk about the Democratic Party, and we're going to go back in the past and we're going to bring it up to the present day. And then we're going to say to ourselves that if our people still supporting this, it got to be something deeper than ignorance. You understand that, Mr. Picard? So the truth of the Democratic Party defended slavery all the way up to the end. They started the Civil War. They opposed Reconstruction. They founded the KKK. The Ku Klux Klan was founded by the Democratic Party. They imposed segregation, performed lynching on potential black voters before the Civil Rights Voting Act was passed, performed lynching on black voters to to make them fearful or frighten them from even going to the polls. See what I'm saying? Now, that's the past, Mr. Picard. Now, I understand when people try to say, oh, Trump racist and this, that, and the third, and, you got some trauma dealing with the fact that your people started out as slaves within this country. And you feel some kind of way about the fact that the only reason that this country is as wealthy as it is because it benefited from 250 years of unpaid labor and another 100 years of Jim Crow. You see what I'm saying? Those are just the facts. I ain't trying to sit here and cause no division amongst the tribes and amongst the nations and the Gentiles and none of that. I'm just telling you like it is. So I understand some of my people in the black community having some issues with those that hate them. But we cannot become the people that used to hate us. We ain't gonna get our blessing by becoming our enemies, by developing the same hatred towards other people that people once had towards us. You see what I'm saying, Mr. Because so I get it. But you cannot go out there and put that general statement all over the whole Republican Party or the opposition or the opposite party or whatever. No, just because somebody's telling you. I'm realizing that a lot of our people are mad that they can't be mad because the TV, there's something else that I've realized within the Trump era. The TV is a powerful weapon, and it is being used against our people because you'll start noticing that when they come and confront you about certain topics, they just repeating what's on the TV because it's like the TV is programming them spiritually. That's why they so connected to this and they can't break away from it. It's something deeper than just ignorance. But let's talk about today. At the 2024 Democratic National Convention, they are offering free abortions and vasectomies. Death. Now, the Elohim of the Bible is all about life. Man and woman bringing forth a child. What would his adversary be about? Man and man, woman and woman. No children, no life. So this party is offering free abortions and vasectomies. And they got an 18-foot replica, a statue of an IUD. For those who don't know what that is, that's something that a woman puts inside of herself to prevent her from having babies. They got an 18-foot IUD, a statue up there that these weirdos is probably up there taking pictures next to, and they named the thing Free the Womb. You can't make this stuff up, Mr. Picard. Free the Womb. Free the womb. And you got 18-foot IUD. There's a weird obsession with abortion going on over there in that party. And do you support men and women's sports? They had 2 men beating up on women over there in the Olympics. Do you support that? Do you want your daughters competing against men? Do you want tampons in your son's restroom at school? You understand that, Mr. Picard? And then I'm going to finish out with this. The Democratic Party is the anti-God party. There's the anti-religion party. So I don't even understand how people who call themselves so-called believers in the Holy Scriptures, believers in the Bible, and even those who consider themselves to be believers in the Quran, I don't understand how people who consider themselves to be of some type of spiritual and moral backing can support people with these type of demonic and death-causing policies. To the Democratic Party, the government is God. You understand, Mr. Picard? So for y'all to go out here and then claim that you want to be, black power, black read, this, that, and third, y'all act like a people that want to be taken care of by your master. You see what I'm saying? Because most of what it seems like our people is concerned about is what, all they threaten them is what somebody going to take away from you. Well, how about we go out here and get our own? You understand that, Mr. Picard? How about that? But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, Mr. Picard. But I'm telling you, we have to realize and watch tonight how Barack Obama going to go out there and put a whole nother spell. He going to spell cast our people. They're going to be hooping and hollering for their own destruction. You know what I'm saying? We got young men out there in New Orleans, red dress day. Black men all over the internet in dresses down there in New Orleans, walking around in high heels and all that. And that's what you support? Because that's what kind of stuff you get. You know what I mean? You're going to get a bunch of young men walking around in dresses when you got a bunch of fatherless sons raised by feminist, liberal, single women who feel like they don't need no man. You understand me? Because you're going to get a bunch of homosexual, tiptoeing, tutti fruity booty men. You understand? And then you combine that with womb killing, womb murdering, abortion loving, whoremongering and prostitution, stripper culture, whoredom type of women, and you combine that with abortion, and you looking at death, Miss Picard. They got us volunteering to commit suicide. That's that deep demonic spell that these democrats got over our people, and it's up to us to break it. You understand that, Miss Picard? And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Mr. Picard. Keep your eyes open, stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. Until we meet again, Mishpaka, Kumar Yasharel, Kam Yasha Allah, Raj Yisrael, Shalom, Shalom, Salam, Mishpaka. Hallelujah.